Lois. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Sheila, Patty. Hi, Ruth Ann. Good to see all you guys also. No sound.
Yeah, it was just for a second.
Okay. All right. Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Okay. Wait another 30 seconds and we're going to start. We got a good show today. Got lots of stuff to show you. You got some leftovers from last night that they didn't have a chance to show, and we've got oodles of fabric. Thank you, Tammy. It was a good birthday. Hi, Linda. Hi. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start. I'm Carol. This is Gloria Horn Sewing Studio here in Pittsburgh, PA. It's raining right now. It's crappy. We're supposed to get snow on Monday, and I can't wait for next spring. Actually, no, I do like winter. I like being able to sit home and wave to everybody sliding down the street. That's my favorite part of retirement. That and not having to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, we have lots of fabric today. We're going to go through the fall event piece again. For those of you that might not have caught its presentation, we're going to review everything that's in the kit. We have new things. We have the tail end of some fall fabric that are at excellent prices. We're trying to get rid of it all so that we can make room for the new stuff. But we're going to start off. Oh, shipping under $75 is only $8. After a $75 purchase, it's free. If you're on Facebook, type the word register in the comment bar. That'll take you to a new page where you will input your name, email address, phone number, and I think there's something else. I forget. First name, last name, email address, and phone number. Then you'll be prompted to create a username and password, and you'll be able to shop. The best way to shop is through our app, which is free on the App Store or Google Play. Gloria Horn Sewing Studio is the name of the app. So, welcome. Let's get started. I have a new line to show you guys first. And this line, I love pink, black, gray, and red together. I think it creates stunning, anything stunning. I love clothes that have those colors in it. This whole line uses those colors. It's gorgeous. It's called Marlowe. And the manufacturer is Maywood Studio. The first piece fabric in the line is called the Black Main Floral. Once again, the line is called Marlowe. It's beautiful. Sprays of, I don't know what kind of flower this is. Is it a peony? There are other little flowers dropped in here that have kind of a lavender grayish tone to it. Sage green leaves, black background, and I love the pink on the black. I adore it. That is the Black Main Floral. The next one is the Cream Main Floral. It's the same print, but it's on a white background. Everything shows up exquisitely on both fabrics. Though I do tend to like the black. I love black and pink. I think it's just a really good combination. I forget how many are in this line. There's probably 15 or more fabrics in this line. This is called Cream Bouquet. It's a smaller selection of the flowers that are the bigger print spread across. They're tossed across the white background. Now this is the one that's striking to me. This is the gray background. Look at how pretty that is on the gray, pink and gray. And there's a little bit, I don't know, on the black fabric, these little purple flowers are not as filled with purple as what they are on this gray. They show like these spots here, That deeper purple flower doesn't show it as deep on the black. And I guess that's for extra contrast because of the gray background. But it's these little clusters, scattered all over the fabric. I love it. The next in the line is a creamy white background, but there's texture in the background. There's kind of like a geo print in the background. Can you zoom in even more so that they can see that? I don't know if you guys can.
It shows up a little bit.
Yeah,
It's a
it
little
shows
light.
up a little bit, and it is very faint, but it's there in the background. And it's just whatever this flower is, a peony with some greenery around it, and then odd leaves, odd little buds or leaves scattered throughout the background. Here we go. Here's the black and the pink again. I adore this. I adore it. Same print, but it's on this black geo background. Now you can see the geo print in the back better on the black. It's identical on the white cream, but it's more noticeable, obviously, on the black. It's beautiful. Would make pretty pillowcases. You're absolutely right. And there isn't a border print in this. They should have made a border print because I've really been attracted lately to using a horizontal print on a border print on a pillowcase. I think they're sharp. The next are just buds and leaves. This is a black background with the green leaves and the little buds scattered. This is the white background with the same set of leaves and buds. Where do you see some of the complementary colors in this line? Because I'm going to pull some of these and do some matching to give you ideas. They're just gorgeous. This is the gray with the leaves and the buds. So this print here has 3 different colors. The black, the gray, and the white. There are 3 colorways of this print, and it's just the scattered flowers. The pinks and the deep roses, and it's on like a reddish background. There's greenery there. I love it. That also comes in with a black background with the little pink centers. On the pink, the centers are more yellow. On the black, they're pinkish with the green leaves. I'm going to run out of room on the table. And then last but not least, for this print, we have the lavender flowers on the cream background. Yellow centers on those. I love it. Now we've got some good blender fabrics. This print they call dots. They weren't very creative there with their naming. This is black dots. And it's pretty full of whatever, they're calling it dots, and it really is just dots. There is a pattern to it. It's not just dots. It's kind of like little sprays if you separate out, or like a trio of little sprays of something with dots on the tip. It comes in the sage green. They just call it green. I call it sage green. With the dots. That shows up good on the camera feed, the close-up. Very pretty. Jackie is driving to Miami to catch a flight to Buenos Aires and on to Antarctica. Wow. That's a trip, boy. All right. Here is the pink dots. And then we have the gray dots. I'm going to pull some of these together in a second because we still have 4 more fabrics to go. This is a big line. This next print is the Geo. We had the Geo back here in this area when we had the floral sprays. This fabric has the bigger Geo print on it. This is the pink, or they're calling it red. Here is the black. Here is the green. We also have this line in layer cakes and I believe fat eighths or fat quarters. It's in the lineup also. A quilt with these fabrics would be absolutely beautiful for a bedroom. Pillowcases to match. And this is the cream Geo pattern. Now, the reason I like the black and the pink together, I just adore it. I love this print with this Geo. Look at how pretty that is. And then I would probably pick up maybe this pink with the scattered, or maybe even the green. Black and the pink would definitely be in there. Where'd my green go? Here's the green. Though it's the Geo, I would probably do this. And then the green. It goes really good with the green Geo too. And maybe the lighter pink, a different print. Look at how pretty. The big floral print would go with, I like the gray, the big floral in the gray. I would definitely do pillowcases out of that. And then pick up some pink. Or this pink. And a black. Or the black rosebuds and vines, leaves rather. These 3. Love it. The pink and the gray, I just love the pink and the gray. It's one of my favorite, other than blue. Everybody knows blue is my favorite, but pink and the gray and black are right up there too. Okay, but anyway, once again, this line is called Marlowe and it's gorgeous. I'm sure we'll be making projects with this, so there's no doubt, because I already have things in my head that I'd like to do with it. Were we supposed to do, we're doing the fall event, right? Next?
We can.
Let's do the
fall. And then if you want to do this one, the Tilda one after.
Oh, yeah, well, you know what? We can do Tilda. No, we'll do the fall event, okay? Tilda fabric. Last night after watching the show, I went out to Tilda Fabric USA and looked at her website. And the more I look at it, the more I love it. I don't know what it is about her fabric that they're small, they're not overwhelming. The prints are small scale. You could blend these with anything and everything. I think this is her Christmas. Is this a Christmas line?
Winter Memories.
Winter Memories is what it's called. But on her website, this is from Brewer. If you go out to her website, let's put this down, and you scan this this code here on your phone. This is from Brewer. You don't even have to scan this. Just go out to her website, tildafabricusa.com. Her patterns are free. She charges nothing for her patterns, and they are adorable. And I'm going to show you examples. This is one of them. This is called Creating Memories Winter. This is the apple cider quilt. Free pattern right on the website. These are stuffed apples. These are apple cider pillows. Is there only one? No, there's two here. This is just a sampling of what's on her website. Look at the website because there are, you know, this next one is adorable. This is the Christmas calendar quilt. Look at how cute that is. Is that not adorable? The feel of this fabric is it's unbelievable. The prints are unbelievable. These are little stuffed geese. And I'm guessing there's a pattern for these and you can make these. We were talking before the show started about the geese that you used to put out on your porch or your deck that, you know, that were tall that you changed outfits on. And the girls said their grandmas used to have them or still have them. They ought to bring those back. I thought they were always so adorable. This is winter pillows. You have the snowman and the geese. This is a holly quilt. This is gorgeous. The holly quilt. This is Creating Memories. This is the seasonal basics, and I'm assuming that this is what's in this line. This kit includes 16 one-yard pieces of these fabrics. I'm guessing it's these fabrics. This one here, 4, 8, 12, 16. It is this here on the top. But she also has, which we don't have. Oh, look at the blues. Look at the blues. Oh, I'm going to have to talk to Gloria. I want the blues. And look at the fall colors. Oh, and this is spring. Okay, we're having a talk, Gloria. This line is, but anyway, these are 16 one-yard cuts. I believe we still have 10% back into your account, Gloria Bucks. Take advantage of that, but every print in this line is adorable. Look at this fabric with that pink, the green, little green stripe with the pink. That is so cute. This line, though, there aren't really whites in this line. It's kind of like a beigey. Whatever is here is more beige, not really a stark white. Except this might be the widest, the check, the whitest, not widest, whitest, the gingham check. Everything is small scale. You know, it's adorable. Look at that one, the little print with the little flowers. This goes really well with it. This little stripe. And this is kind of like a light tan shade, more of a country feel to it. This whole line kind of has a country feel to it. I love this. I love that fabric. And look at it with the one up above it, the pink. Or even the stripe underneath it, which is a deeper red. The stripes on this red fabric are pink. They're not white. It's just so well thought out. And naturally, polka dots, which I love. She has a line that I think we had fat eighths of that were just dots. And then just some florals, the reds. Anyway, this is the Tilda line. Check out her website. You guys will love her patterns, love the fact that they're free. Get some ideas for this fabric and try this fabric. She's an exquisite designer. Exquisite. Next up in the lineup, we're going to go over here, Sophie. This goes with that. We're going to go through the fall event bag again, a little more in depth so that you guys understand fully what you're getting. And to give those of you that haven't had the opportunity to purchase it, to do so, inside the kit, you're going to get the pumpkin fabric kit, which is this kit right here for Glorious Pumpkin. In the pumpkin fabric kit, you're going to get 2 pieces of 28 by 20 inch no-show. You're going to get a 12-inch by 22-inch piece of ivory shimmer. I do believe that makes 2 pumpkins, depending on the size of a pumpkin that you're making. And you're going to get 2 pieces of 12 by 18-inch embroidery batting. That is what you get in the Glorious Pumpkin Fabric Kit. By the way, all of this is on the USB that's included, including Gloria's PowerPoint for the event that she did at the event. I do also believe that the PES files are now on here for 3 different sizes in 3 different fills. That's also on here. That's important. I got the 8 by 12 already because the biggest hoop for me is the 8 by 12. I have an Elissimo, which still runs great, by the way. I don't want a bigger machine. Don't try to talk me into it. I won't hear it. It's in the future, probably at some point. But anyway, yeah, I've got the 8 by 12 because I'm dying to make this pumpkin. You're also going to get the pumpkin embellishment kit. That includes the button. The button goes on the bottom of your pumpkin after you're done stuffing it. It helps it to be a little bit more stable. I think that they mentioned yesterday that somebody did just a circle of felt, something to, because I think there's a hole left in the bottom of the pumpkin. You can sew that closed, but you can leave it open and just attach the button that covers it. And then it also stabilizes it so that it stands pretty well. You're going to get 3 of the little acorns. They're so cute. They're in here. There's a little acorn there you can see. You're also going to get your bow that Patty made. Fabrics may differ, though I think if you don't have the event bow, you're going to get this bow, which is a different fabric. It matches perfectly. It's a little bit wider. It's wired, so once you take it out of the package, you fluff it up and it'll stay. You're going to get the sprig of leaves and the berries. You're going to get the stick to put in for the stem of your pumpkin that you'll hot glue into the middle of your pumpkin. And you're going to get this little twisted curly, I know it's in here because I felt it. It's a little curly cute. It's really, really cute. But anyway, there's also pine cones. On this little spray that has the leaves and the berries, there's also pine cones. There's 2 of them in this package. Okay? That's what you're getting for Glorious Pumpkin. The next thing is the pillow kit. This is for Kathy's pillow. The pillow is right here. Instructions or the files are on the USB to make the pumpkin that is down here offset in the corner. You're going to get 6 different fonts of words. There's going to be Hello Pumpkin, and if you hang on, some of the other ones are Thankful, Blessed, Grateful, and I know there's Sweater Weather and probably another one. There are a total of 6 sayings that you can add to your pillow. You don't have to do your pillow like in this orientation, you can put your pumpkins wherever you want them. You can put your sayings wherever you want them. You can separate sweater weather, put the pumpkins in the middle and do sweater up here and weather down here. You can do whatever you want. This pillow doesn't have the little leaves attached. But on that flash drive, you're also going to get in the B pocket on the drive, you're going to get 2 leaf designs. That's those organza lace leaves. Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Here is the applique leaf. You're going to get the 2 leaf designs. You're going to get 6 of these word designs, as I've already mentioned. And you're going to get a little squirrel design, which I haven't even seen or heard of that. So I'm going to have to look. Huh, okay. Let's go back to Gloria's pumpkin, because you're going to get the orange peel line designs. If you have IQ Designer, you can go ahead and do these designs yourself in IQ Designer. She's also, the PowerPoint that is on the USB is relative to the IQ Designer project. It's the instructions for how to create this in IQ Designer. You're going to get a PDF of the IQ Designer pumpkin instructions, which has the numbered steps, which is how we're used to seeing some of her designs. She has number 1, go to this pocket. Number 2, hit shapes. That's what that one is. You'll get 3 designs for the 10 5/8 by 16-inch hoop. You're going to get 4 designs for the 11 5/8 by 18-inch hoop. 3 designs for the 9 1/2 by 14-inch hoop, and 3 designs for the 8 by 12-inch hoop. All right, forgot to mention that regarding Gloria's pumpkin. The pillow, once again, you're going to get the you're going to get the pillow cover, which is this. These pillow covers are, like Kathy told you, we auditioned a couple of different pillow covers, and this one, hands down, it is so soft. I got 2 of them, and I washed them, and they turn out absolutely perfect wash. They're even softer. It's hard to imagine that they can be softer, but they are so soft. It's kind of like a knitty kind of chenille. It's what's underneath this is chenille, but it's like a velvety chenille. It's hard to describe. You have to feel it. And then you'll also get a charm pack of the Autumn Breeze fabric, so that you can pick whatever charm pack you want to create your pumpkins. There are blue fabrics in here. There's green. There's the pumpkin colors. There's navy. You can do what you want. There's a purple. You can do whatever you want. And the same with your organza leaves. I think that she gives you 2 leaf patterns, 2 leaf designs. We are selling the kit separately for the applique, the leafy applique. And I think that's in the lineup, or we'll be talking about that soon too. Okay, so that's Kathy's pumpkin. I'm going to set this over here. All right, then you're going to get 2 towels. Your towels. And unfortunately, the only people that are going to be able to do towels like the event pieces are going to be those people that have sublimation printers. But you're going to get 5 embroidery designs that are ready for sublimation printing, and 5 pictures that are ready for the sublimation printing. The embroidery design is you're going to stitch out totally in white. And that sounds crazy, but that's how this works. Sublimation printing doesn't work on cotton, and these fabrics are cotton. The printer only works on polyester. So we stitch out the shape, which is what the pictures that you're going to find on your USB drive are for. You're just going to get the pumpkin shape. There's an acorn. Let me pull them out here. There's a leaf, a pumpkin. There's a blue pumpkin. There's an orange pumpkin. There is an acorn. The acorn was really popular. Does that have this? Here we go. There's the orange pumpkin, and I don't see any others in here. But there's an acorn. There are 5. You're going to pick that. You're going to stitch it out in your white polyester exquisite thread or whatever thread that you embroidery thread you use that's polyester. And then you're going to get 5 pictures that are ready for the printer that are going to enable you to do this printing on top of your polyester embroidery. If you don't have a sublimation printer, you can use these tiles and put any of your designs on them. I was blown away when I first saw these. The detail on them, because it's printed on, is just incredible. But it still looks like embroidery because that's actually what you're printing on. You're printing on embroidery stitches. They look just like embroidery. They come out beautiful. All right. The last thing is our table runner, which Deb and I taught. You're going to get all of the runner top fabric. You're going to get heavyweight fusible fleece and backing for the table runner. You're going to receive the fall event runner instructions. If you get a kit that has the pre-cut fabric in it, that's what you'll go by. If you get a kit that we've assembled after the event, and we've used up all of the fall event runner kits, you're going to get a little bit of a different kit. It's going to include larger pieces of fabric, but in there you will also, on the USB, you'll also get instructions for how to cut that fabric. This is one of the event kits, so I'm not even going to open this one to show you, but all of your fabric is cut for you. You're going to assemble. It's straight line sewing. It's not hard to do at all. The beauty is in the assortment of fabric that we've used to create the table runner. It's absolutely gorgeous fabric. That's the first thing that hits you when you see it. Hold on one second because Kate's looking at me. What?
They don't get it cut anymore.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, we're giving them, I said if they didn't get the fall event, leftovers from the fall event, you're going to get a different kit that includes fabric that's not cut, but you will get cutting instructions. Correct, exactly, yep. The cutting instructions are very straightforward and simple. It's not hard to do at all. It's, you've got your center fabric, you've got 2 border pieces on the side of it, and then some metallic impressions on the side of it, and then your borders. It's very simple. The diagram that you'll find on the USB was created by Claire, and it's perfect. The girl is a perfectionist. You won't have any problems interpreting it. She explains and shows everything clear cut, and if you don't have an applaud to finish up your stitching, you can use decorative stitches on your machine to create, to tack it down to the fusible fleece. If you want to do something within your borders, like the serpentine stitch, or do a cross hatch in any of those pieces. In fact, one of the ladies at the event didn't put her leaves on her caramel strips that go on the side of the borders. You got the middle piece, and you've got big borders, and you've got caramel or pumpkin colored pieces. She was going to leave her leaves off because she wanted to go home and do a cross hatch in that fabric and then put her leaves on. You're going to get a piece of everything that you need. You're going to get your fusible fleece. You're going to get all of your fabric, which won't be cut, but you'll get cutting instructions. You will get a piece of hot fix to adhere to the border fabric, for your broderie purse for your leaves, and a large piece in the middle of the center of the table runner. There are instructions there. Claire actually circled those pieces on the cutting instruction, sub-cut instruction sheet, so you guys should have no problem. If you do, don't hesitate to reach out. Deb and I did this 250 times with people at the event, and we could probably do it in our sleep. Take advantage of this. I think this is the first year that we've offered all 4 event pieces in one kit, which is really awesome. And I think this fall event kit, took the cake this year. It was just spectacular. I know Deb and I enjoyed it. All of us did. Just beautiful, beautiful decorating pieces. All right, now we are going to move on. Oh, Susan is going to do edge-to-edge quilting on your table runner. After you adhere to the fusible fleece, I would use some type of, not necessarily, you don't have to do quilting on it. You can just do stitch in the ditch on it to make sure that it sticks, adheres to the fusible fleece and doesn't, if you're going to wash it, doesn't bubble up or shift or move in any way. Yeah, definitely. Let us go back to fabric. We're going to go to some bargains. First up is a multi-repeating stripe. I think this was from the Chickadee Charm left. We went to, I think the price, what price do I have this at, Sophie?
You have it at, give me a second. We'll wait till it updates.
Okay.
$7.88.
Okay, yeah. Price to move out. We need room for new stuff. It's price to move out. Grab it while we have it. Deb and I have been instructed to create a runner for Christmas, like the fall event piece, which they showed last night. But if you're thinking along those lines, consider some of these border prints that I might be showing right now. This would be really cute as one of those, though you would be hard pressed to. These are kind of oriented horizontally, but think outside of the box when you look at border prints. Don't just think about 60-degree table runners or the 10-minute table runners. Think outside of the box. Pillowcases with your print. Here's your 27-inch piece here. You add another beautiful piece for the flange and the cuff, and the border print works beautifully. This is the Chickadee Charms, the multi-repeating stripe. This one they call Birds All Over, and it's on a brown background. The brown is not a solid brown. It's kind of got little striated lines all through it to give it dimension in the background. Kind of looks like almost like a wood grain background. Really cute. Cricut sublimation markers work out. You guys are way beyond me. Cricut sublimation markers. I didn't even know they had sublimation markers. I just got a ScanNCut. That's as far as I got. All right, this next one is called Birds All Over Cream. And this also has that little textured background that's not, this one might be more solid. If it does have texture, it's very, very subtle. But it's got the chickadees and the greenery on it. The print on here is identical to the one on the brown. It's got these yellowing leaves and, the spray of green leaves. The next Chickadee Charms is the large birds and floral all over. What strikes me first about this line is the color. I love the shade of peach or orange, and I love the green. I think the two, and the brown, I think it all pairs so well together. We've got little chickadees running through the posies. We've got berries of some kind. I don't know what they are. And are these mums?
Yeah.
Are these mums, guys? How big are the birds? The birds are, oh, we have no, oh, wait, it's down here. We can measure the birds. The birdies are, let's do a whole birdie. About from tip of the nose to the end of the tail, about 4.5 inches. No, 3.5 inches. Not quite. Yeah, almost 3.5 inches. The flowers are a little over 3 inches also, like 3.25, 3.5. Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'll leave this ruler out in case we need to measure anything again. All right, we've got the same print, it appears, on the cream background. So we've got the main border stripe, we've got the brown background with the birds, cream background with the birds. We have the large floral spray on the brown and the large floral spray on the cream. Mix and match these guys. Price is right. Grab it while we have it. And at the price, you can't beat the price. You won't find this price. You won't find a price lower anywhere else. I guarantee you. This is the cream floral toss. In the background on this fabric, there is a shadow of the leaves. It's very faint. I don't know if it shows up on. Does it? Good. Yeah. And the mums or whatever they are in the green. We have Elegant Filigree. This is a Metallic Impressions. She got these Metallic Impressions fabrics in, I swear, every color. So for every season, we're bringing out what goes with the season. So I pulled the orange. This is the Elegant Filigree, and we also have the Elegant Leaves. And I pulled it because look at how well it goes with these fabrics. They both go. I like the leaves. The leaves is a little more subdued. The filigree is bolder. It depends on what you're doing with it, what look you like. But I think the Elegant Leaves really go well with this line, all of it. So I pulled those two colors in. All right, let me fold these quickly and we'll move on. Yeah, for Christmas, I'm sure we'll be bringing out the red and the green. I know we have multiple shades of the red and the green and that Metallic Impressions to feature with some of our Christmas fabric lines. Because it's, you know, the Metallic Impressions is universal. You've got the right color, you can mix it with anything. All right. Where'd my little screen go? I'll just move these. All right, next up, I don't see anything down below there. See in here? In that field, I don't know what's next. Well, if you can move that down a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Next up is Timeless Treasures Harvest. Thankful. Now, if you did the fall event runner, this would go perfect with it. You can do anything with this border print. See, I see. Well, I wouldn't do a pillowcase with this fabric. This is just too bold. This is definitely table runner fabric here. Absolutely. But the colors that are in this are also in the fall event runner. So if you want not necessarily to do matchy-matchy, but you want to do complementary things, say an octagon or you want, to use a portion of this on a tea towel, this works perfectly. This is the Thankful metallic panel. Once again, you look at this, it matches the fall event runner. If you want to do a small wall hanging that matches your fall event runner for in your dining room, look at that. It's got the black metallic background, it's got the leaves, it's got the Thankful built in there. This is a beautiful panel. It's on black. The colors pop. It's just gorgeous. And I think for Thanksgiving, for the fall and for Thanksgiving, this is perfect. That fall event runner is perfect for your Thanksgiving table. And yeah, this whole line, perfect. This border fabric also has the little tiny black dots. That's why right away it speaks to me, it's directly related or, so similar to the fall event piece that I would create matching pieces or coordinating pieces with this line, with these fabrics. Gorgeous. I'm going to grab a drink because I'm getting a dry throat. We all know that doesn't happen here. We all talk too much, right? Oh, that felt good. Okay. This is oh wait.
The Harvest Festival, the banner text.
Harvest Festival. Okay, it's good. Okay, yeah, got it. Look at this. Ugh. This is just, you could spend a long time just looking at all the detail on this, especially at the bottom, because you've got apple halves and pear halves and pumpkins and flowers and leaves, and it just plaid on the bottom, and it just kind of rolls up into this beautiful scroll work of leaves and flowers. This, to me, a piece this size, I would probably make into a throw quilt. I would put a border on it, 2 borders, do a simple quilting design on it and make a throw quilt out of it. I think I wouldn't do anything to it. There's a lot going on. It speaks for itself. It doesn't need anything else. Beautiful throw quilt. If you wanted to make it, longer, unfortunately we only sell 1 yard pieces on the show, but you could add another half a yard to this and really make a nice size throw. Colors. I love this plaid. I love plaid, period. And we used to have yardage of this plaid. I don't think we have anymore. I think we've used it. But I love the pumpkins down in here and all of this, all of the floral, everything is outlined in gold metallic too, by the way, which really makes everything pop more. You could just stand here and stare at the detail in this. It's beautiful. Okay. Next up is, this is also Thankful, and it is an ombre. An ombre goes from light to dark or dark to light, however you want to display it, and I think it doesn't matter which way we turn it, because the flowers are just kind of scattered. It doesn't matter. But we're talking deep reds or deep oranges, rust colors, lighter oranges, golden yellows, down to brighter yellows and a cream at the bottom. Yeah, the ombre is just beautiful. Yeah, nice close up. Everything is outlined in metallic gold too, which is a plus. Yeah. Kathy, what fabric did you use for your stuffed pumpkin? The ombre fabric? You know what? That would be interesting if that's what you did. Wow. That stuffed pumpkin. We've got that fairy frost in. That's part of that new fairy frost. Part of that half yard bundle includes, I don't know what color they're calling it, but it's like a coppery color. It's a different kind of a fairy frost. Portions of it have a sheen, and depending on how you turn the fabric, the sheen kind of comes and goes. It's not a fairy frost with a metallic. It's just really, really different, and I love it. And I was thinking maybe I would make a pumpkin out of that fabric. So we'll see. I'll probably have pumpkins all over the house soon. And I don't care if it's not even fall anymore. This is Tonal Leaf Blender. This, and blender is the right name for it. You know, it can be, this is a stash builder fabric to me. You can, it's generic enough, but colorful enough that you could incorporate it into any fall project because that's what the colors are. There are oranges and reds. And I even, if you look, a light peach, there are just shades of orange through it. You could blend it with any fall fabric. It would be perfect. It's a blender. You know, it's a great stash builder fabric. The next fabric is packed painted leaves, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this is. This to me is a blender too. Pick if you've got fabric that's got the golds in it or the greens, or you just want to use some solids. Use this as your accent fabric and pair it with some golds and greens and oranges that are in this and create a block or a quilt, you know? Scattered leaves all over. I do see a little bit of, it's not background, kind of like a pinkish lavender shade. I don't know, like this. I don't know what color that is, but it's different. Very different. Orange, you know, when you look at it at first, you see golds, then you see orange, then you see this little bit of lavender purple, then you see some green. This to me is a stash builder fabric also. Next up, we have these little fall friend fabrics that I think are just so sweet. The little animals are adorable, and I showed this not that long ago, but I'm bringing it out again because we don't have very much of it left, and we don't want to remnant it, so, you know, the yardage is low, but it's there, and pick it up if you want it. Yeah, like there are only 5 yards left of this one. That's it, and it's done. The next one is the same print on a cream background. And we're down to one left on the rust background one. This one here is the cream background. Fall Friends. And there are only 3 of these left. Some of these are going to go fast because we have just low yardage and the price is right. So grab it, you know, grab it while we have it. Even if you're not going to use it right away, it's too cute to pass up. Put it in your cupboard and you'll use it, I guarantee you, at some point. This next one is a leaf toss. Now this is a pretty, it's part of the line, but you know, it's a stash builder too. You can use this in any line that's got leaves and has a fall forest theme or a fall theme. There's mushrooms, there's rust color leaves. The background is a deep, rich brown, And we only have 6 of these left. Okay. The next one is the same print on the cream background. Again, you can use this with any fall line. It's got these colors. It's a great background. Great border, great background. We only have 7 of these left. Price is right, guys. Like I said, if you're not using, won't use them now, you will use them at some point. They're just too cute. By the way, do you know how crazy John is about the Laura Star iron? I'm that crazy about this furniture. I adore this furniture. This furniture, to me, I've not seen furniture this beautiful. This is going on my wish list. This thread stand. You can't get the... Okay, yeah, look at it. Open up the drawer, look at that. Is that not crazy how much you can fit in this? I have an IKEA one now that's, at this point, with all that I've accumulated, is pretty much useless. So I want to add this at some point. I'm going to add it. His stain choices are spectacular. He's got hardware choices. Our Radiance is back on this table here. It fits perfectly. What happened? All right, yeah. It fits perfectly in there, on there. They used it last night. It's beautiful. And then when Deb and I were doing the table runner and she was auditioning the applied stitching on it, she used this piece over in this corner here. This furniture is just exquisite. And this that you're looking at now that we're working from is the cutting table. I mean, it's got drawers, it's got open areas. You can fold the leaves down. I can't say enough about this furniture. If you're local, stop in and see it because it's very impressive. Okay, I'll John with his Laura Star, me with my unique furniture. The next in the line is called Autumn Fields Forest. This is a really, really dark green background. I guess it is directional in a way. There we go, because the sunflowers stems go up this way. I love the colors in this. I love this whole line. I like the peach. I like the leaves. I like everything about it. The colors, the little animals. I love everything about it. Beautiful. The same print also comes in a maroon background, which is just as pretty. Now, even though the flowers are the same on both prints, for some reason they look different on the maroon background than they do on the green. It's just how the eye perceives those with, the background. It's crazy. I like them both. We also have the words. Once again, Stash Builder. This green is universal, and it's got words. Text printed on it. And sweater weather. See, that's where Kathy got that for her pillow. No, sweater weather's actually pretty universal. Fall is in the air. That would have been a good one for the pillows. Pumpkin season, sweater weather. Hello, pumpkin. She did use this. See, farm fresh pumpkins. I like pumpkins. I like anything to do with fall. I'm a fall person. Fall's my favorite season. We have the same fabric in the gold. I should have read off of the gold. I could see it better, the text. Grateful, pumpkin spice and everything nice. Love it. And then it also comes in the orangey pumpkin shade. There we go. 3 choices for the words. Universal. Buy some, put it in your stash. Limited quantity. We're trying to get rid of it. I think we only have 6 left of the autumn words in orange, and I'm not sure how much we have left of the gold. Is there any way you can? Are that sold out? Okay, great. 6 left of the orange. Universal. Put it with anything you have that's fall related. It'll work. We have a little bit more fall. I did tell you guys I was doing. Well, we did Halloween. I've got to see if we've got more Halloween left after the last show. We'll have to give it away, 'cause it's November. We're over Halloween. All right, I won't fold all of this. Let me just roll this way and be done with it, Carol. Okay. Next up, we're going to blow through these fast. Got a lot. What time is it?
4.
Oh, okay. We're good.
Do you
We're
also
good.
wanna do some of these?
Yeah, let's do some of those. All right. Oh, I took my own ironing board to the event. On the top of my ironing board, I had one of these Maywood Studio wool mats, which are in the shape of the ironing board. And everybody said to me, "Oh, what is that?" I said, "Maywood Studio." Gloria at one time had them. I believe that we were out of them, and she's getting them back because we had people comment on mine at the show. It fits the top of an ironing board. You can see the shape on the packaging right there. Fits perfectly. It's a wool mat by Maywood Studio, and I love mine. I love it. I have wool mats all over. I have a wool mat on my cutting table. In fact, I stack 2 together. I have a wool mat next to my machine, and this is on my ironing board. I love wool mats. Okay. Oh, we're out. We're out of those. Okay, what next is the snap trays. Kimberbell snap trays. This was also something that they didn't have the opportunity to show last night. The little snap trays. You've seen Kathy demo these. This package has the green and the navy, and this package has the red and the tan. Is there a drop-down list for them to select which one that they want when they purchase, or are they separate?
I think it's a drop-down.
Okay, might be a drop-down. How many cones of exquisite fit in a drawer? Oh, beaucoup. This is King Star, so let me count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 88 plus another 11, 88 and 11, close to 100. 92 in a drawer. You can also, these dividers that are in here, they're movable. So if you've got bigger spools of thread, say of glide thread, you can move these dividers to accommodate your glide thread spools. I'm just going to leave that there. Yeah, see, and it looks like it's not going to close because the glide thread spool is a little bit higher, but it fits perfectly. It's got clearance above it that it doesn't, jam up in the drawer. Yep. You're talking a lot of space. I could probably use 3 of them. Well, I probably use 2.5 of those drawers. But I would take dividers out, and I have a lot of quilting, free motion quilting rulers that I could use, put in a drawer. I have all kind of notions, zippers and zipper pulls, and that would really, really free up a lot of, I have a lot of things in different spots in my room. This little container, that little, you know how it is. And I could just compress it all and put it in that thing. I love it. Okay, so those are the snap trays. You can embroider on the bottom of those. They embroider well. They embroider perfectly. Next up is the Mylar Kisses and Wishes. This is a CD. It comes with the design files for 89. Is this the one that has 89 designs on it? Wait, 100. This has 100 premium designs in various sizes, including quilting motifs. This is called Mylar Kisses and Wishes by Purely Gates. And Kathy will tell the story. She used to say Pearly Gates. And I yelled at her one day, "It's Purely Gates." So she makes sure she says Purely Gates now. Can you believe 100 designs in all the machine languages? It is on a CD, so you need a reader for that drive. But these are adorable. Pumpkin Kisses. You've got these bigger designs, and then you've got all of these smaller motifs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, that's a good picture. Look at how cute. Mylar. And Mylar, by the way, is washable. It's not disturbed in the washer. Tea towels. I can think of, little bags, gift bags. That's crazy. I'm going to stand here and look at this. I can't believe that. There's little lips and leaves and pumpkins and seashore related things. There's a gingerbread man, candy cane, spider candy corn, and all of these verses. Love kisses and Valentine wishes. There's a lot of seasonal things in here for every season, not just one specific. There's some winter ones down there. This is an excellent buy. I don't think I've seen this. Anyway, it's called Mylar Kisses and Wishes by Purely Gates. Well worth the money. Mylar is fantastic. It picks up the color. It looks pink when you get it, but it picks up the color of the embroidery when you use it. And it's not dry cleanable. Thanks, Ruth Ann. Good idea. How much is the thread cabinet? Sharon, call Steve or John. They'll give you the price. At the event, they were $26.99. That was the event price. I don't know if they appreciate me saying that, but call Steve or John. They'll give you the valid price. But the thread stand, it's on my list. It's on my wish list. It's beautiful. Next, we are doing the rechargeable flashlight. Oh, I've not seen this myself. Steve should be here. He could be playing with it. I do have a flashlight that's like this that takes rechargeable batteries. And it's intense. And I believe that you can change. There. This is not, it's a telescoping light. So if you slide it up and down, you can go from a pinpoint area of light to a more wide level of light. I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen. Does it show? Turn the light off. I don't know.
Turn the light off?
Yeah. Let's see if it works. There we go. See, it goes from an expanded light to more, or maybe I'm just looking at the reflection. Is that crazy? Here, maybe I'll flash it
Here,
on my
put it
shirt.
table again. You should be able to see it.
No. There, there it is. Wait. Okay. Then let me expand it. See how it expands? From smaller to bigger by just pulling this area up at the top. That's crazy. Oh, and then you push this button and it blinks. Oh, wow. That's crazy. And it's rechargeable. You don't need batteries. And it looks like there's an indicator. It looks like there's an indicator that maybe tells you.
Hmm.
Yeah, doesn't that look like an indicator?
Yeah, maybe in
Tells
different
you.
light, like a little light bar.
Yeah. So there's your recharging cord, and there's a little foam in here and a little case it comes in. That's cute. That is really cute. And you know, Gloria, she doesn't like batteries. It's rechargeable LED flashlight. All right. Next up, we have the mystery 10-minute. Oh, the mystery 10-minute table runner. Is that what these are?
Yeah.
See, I'm not sure what these are about, but these are kits for a 10-minute table runner. It's a mystery. So you don't get a choice, but the selections of fabric are adorable. This one I adore because I love snowmen. Snowmen with red fabric with gold snowflakes on it. We can't, you know, there isn't a choice. You'll get what we send you, but they'll all be coordinated, and they'll all be things that we like, that we know you'll like. This one has pumpkins and the blue check fabric. The pumpkin fabric has blue pumpkins on it, which are my favorite pumpkins. Goes together really well. This one has this beautiful scattered little motifs for winter. There's holly, there's pine cones, there's evergreen on it, there's holly berries, and it comes with a pale blue fabric with white snowflakes on it. And then this one, how much are these? These are really cute.
They are $13.95.
Oh, yeah. There's probably half a yard of each fabric. Well, I don't know how much fabric there is. Probably. This is one of the metallic impressions fabrics in red with the gold leaves on it. And it's paired with poinsettia fabric. Black background that you really don't see much of, but you see the poinsettias and the greenery and the berries, and it's all outlined in metallic. This one has, this one is fall. There's two different fall ones, kind of. There's our metallic impressions again. This looks like the filigree. It's kind of a pumpkin caramel colored fabric, and this one comes with fabric that kind of resembles what we used at the fall event. It's got the beautiful orange and gold and green leaves on it, and pine cones and berries, black background, and this one is scattered pumpkins. There's the blue pumpkin and leaves, beautiful pumpkins. And then this is a repeat of this one, except they both have, it has the snowman fabric in it, but this red, it kind of has like a swirly dark design going through it. I had to take my glasses off to see it. It's because of these lights. But they're beautiful. You will love what you get because you know we only pick good fabrics. That is the 10-minute table runner mystery. Next up, we have the Elegant Leaf Bundle, and this is, I was putting some of these together yesterday, as a matter of fact. This is for the leaves that are on Kathy's pillow. They're also, I believe We Love to Stitch designs. They allowed us to use two of their designs in Kathy's pillow and provide them. In your kit, you will get 4 yards of organza and 1 yard of lace. The organza will be different colors than we had there's a dark green in here, there's a light gold, there's a dark gold, there's a bronze, there's a deep red. You will get a selection of 4 1-yard cuts of organza plus 1 yard of lace and twine. That's the Elegant Leaf Bundle. You can use these in places other than on the Kathy's pillow. I've thought about just making some and scattering them on my dining room table. You know, with a table runner. I think they would be beautiful. Make a garland out of them. I think they're gorgeous. Everybody at the event really liked the leaves. Next up is
I'll find it. You can do the stash.
okay. Is our 5-yard stash builder bundle that Ruth Ann puts together. Ooh, and you guys might get lucky and get some holiday related things that you can add to your stash. Everything in these kits is cut salvage to salvage. You won't find odd cuts like an 8x10 or piece or odd shapes like that. Everything is cut salvage to salvage. You'll get a multitude of choices because you may get 10 inches from salvage to salvage of one piece and half a yard of another and 3/4 of a yard of another. So each kit may have 8 to 10 different fabrics in it, but they will equal or be greater than a 5-yard total. So this is these three are really, really pretty. I like stripes. I like stripes for Christmas. The red and the white stripe or a green and the white stripe. This looks like the poinsettia fabric that we might be using for our table runner that Deb and I are constructing. That's like the fall event. It's got the poinsettias on it. Beautiful fabric. You'll love it. Ruth Ann does a great job with these. She cuts her little heart out. All right, time for a drink. What's next? The Snow Sweethearts. Is that this?
Mm-hmm. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll find it. That bag amazes me.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the Snow Sweethearts. Oh, this is a Maylie Scott. This is a Maylie Scott design. This is called Snow Sweethearts. It's machine embroidery. You will get the choice is yours. Make the adorable snowman and snowgirl pillows. Make a lovely foundation piece snowflake pillow or make the full set. Each design comes with a different set of exquisite snowflake embroidery designs you can position wherever you want. This pattern includes the snowman and the snowgirl, 9 snowflake embellishment designs, foundation piecing templates, and the pillow pattern with hidden zipper and faux binding instructions. It doesn't get any better than that, guys.
I think there's one behind you. A pillow.
I wonder, you know what? That's exactly what this is. Look! I love this pillow. I love the fabric. It's, is it flannel? It's flannel. It's beautiful. Look at how cute this is. And the snowflakes. You guys see the snowflakes? And probably Silver King Star. The checked houndstooth background behind the snowman. The stripe. It's a beautiful design. There you go. And the one here is the Mr. Snowman. There's a Mrs. too. Yep. Snowman and a snow girl. That's gorgeous. This fabric is beautiful. Beautiful. Thanks for noticing that pillow behind me.
Mm-hmm. It's very cute.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's put the pillow back. And what is next? Snappy sleeves pattern. Now I have to look at this because this is new to me too. Versatile padded sleeves in 2 styles, each in 3 sizes. Okay, optional label pockets. Okay, so that's the pattern. Can you zoom in on that?
Mm-hmm.
I'll lay it down. Snappy sleeves. So Flaps close with easy to install tool-free snaps. Optional label pockets on the back. Tool-free snaps. Let's turn this over. It's called Snappy Sleeves. It's a by Annie design. Quick to sew and perfect for protecting and organizing all kinds of essentials. The pattern includes instructions for sleeves in 2 handy styles, horizontal and vertical, each in 3 sizes. Each features a flap with a snap closure, making them ideal for life on the go. There's a small, a medium, and a large. The small is good for pens, markers, coupons, money, sewing tools, and more. The medium is good for your Kindle, small tablet, or the whole family's passports. And the large is good for a tablet or a travel notebook or important documents like insurance papers, yada, yada. This is really cool. The other things that you will need other than fabric are soft and stable to construct these, and vinyl if you want to use vinyl or faux leather, and by Annie's tool-free snaps. It's called Snappy Sleeves. It's kind of like an organizer product. Okay, next up is the focal point pattern. Cushioned wraps and cases for glasses, tools, and more. There are 3 sizes, each in 2 sizes. It says cushion to protect eyeglasses, readers, cords, and more in these handy padded wraps and cases. This is also a by Annie design. The pattern includes instructions for 3 styles, each in 2 sizes. There's a fold over wrap. There's a flap case, and there's a double case. And the additional items that you would need to complete if you're interested in this pattern is the soft and stable, fusible interfacing, and by Annie's tool-free snaps. That's cute. I need something like that for my glasses, which I lose constantly. By Annie also. The next product is the Carrie Brown bag. This fascinates me. Look at how cool this is. It is a round circle crossbody bag or handheld bag, because you can use either the strap or the handles. You get a acrylic Dresden template. That's what these pieces are. This is kind of like a modified Dresden plate design, quilt design. You get an acrylic ruler or a template to create these pieces. I love it. I love the colors. I love everything about this. It says that requirements, you can use, they use the linen for this. Chambray Essex yarn dyed linen. Ooh, we have linen. Your lining fabric, plain white fabric. I'm not sure what they use that for. The prints, whatever you want to use for your little Dresden pieces. Piping. They tell you how to make your handles. This is by Melly and Me. If you go out to mellyandme.com, you can find other patterns. This is really clever, and I like the round. It's just different. I like different looking purses or handbags. Really different. And I like the incorporation of the Dresdens on it. That makes it sewing. You know, everybody would know I'm a sewer if I walked around with this. All right, next we have the Feels Like Spring. This is a Smith Street design. This has got to be the first time we're showing this. I'm not sure. I've not seen it before. You know that Deb Adrian loves Smith Street. This is an embroidery applique. There are 7 designs. All of the large designs have been split into halves and quarters to fit in smaller hoops. The flowers are presented in a variety of combinations with different ways to repeat and make larger designs for a total of 21 blocks. If you look at the back, these are a few of the embroidery designs, though I'm guessing, but not all of them. But it looks like you can combine designs. They've indicated that you can make large designs. The quilt on the front is absolutely gorgeous. They've used in the centers here. They put 3 daffodils together. They stacked these 2 daffodils together. They've used these in a vertical fashion. Smith's, I wonder if Deb has seen this design. The border is real different. It looks like lily of the valley in these blocks in here. That's gorgeous. And batiks, it looks like it's all done in batiks. Okay, Deb, challenge. Made like Garden Club. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, Christmas boxes are going out. I saw stacks of them down in the shipping department. You guys I wonder how many people actually wait till December 1st. I don't know if I would wait, because I would like that little surprise every day. Okay, back to finishing up this fabric. I hope we make it through all of this. All right, we're back to fall fabric. This is Happy Fall Days. This is a stripe. I'm going to set some of this stuff over here. Okay, thank you. Yep, and this, I'm going to take these things too. Thank you, Sophie. All right, we've got a stripe. It's called Stone. Let me move this ruler out of the way also. Okay, this is called Stone. It's a diagonal stripe. Great for binding. Super great for binding. Any fall quilt. I love diagonal stripes. Love it. This color reminds me of actually, let me pull it in here. The Fall Friends with the little animals on it. It's almost the same color. This is a little bit more of a red. This is a reddish brown. But I love this color. This one will get Fall Friends out of the way because I'm diversing. This one is maroon. And it's just a scattered design. It's by Riley Blake. They're little mushrooms, the little pumpkins, flowers, leaves, just an all-around great fall fabric. There are only 4 of those left. So fast fingers on probably the remainder of what I'm going to show you, fast fingers, because quantities are limited and the price is right, as you know. This is the same print, but this is, they call it teal. We only have 10 of these left. It's got the same assortment of motifs on it. Maybe, yeah, there's little acorns I just noticed too. And I saw sunflowers on it also. Cute. Great little blender. This one is called Floral Outline. This is a hunter green. It's like a stencil design. Let me turn it this way. There are pumpkins and sunflowers and greenery, and it's just a lighter stencil design on a hunter green background. The next one is the same print, but it is on the orange background. Let me turn it this way. It's on the orange background. deeper orange stenciling, and then the orange background. They call this next one Vintage Squares in gold. And on the orange outline, I think we only have 5 of those left right now. We're down, we're going to be out of it. This next one is Vintage Squares Gold, perfect gold, and it is squares. These look like little cross stitches to me. I cross stitched for years. Love it. Not enough hours in the day, as I'm sure you all know. There's only 4 left of the Vintage Squares Gold. The next one is main cloud, right? Which means nothing. It doesn't tell you what the motif is. The cloud refers to the background, but the flowers are gold and a peachy orange and deep green leaves. I like it with this, the one that fell before it, the Vintage Squares. Love it with that. The gold picks up the gold flowers. But if you do it with the stencil, look at how pretty that is. The stenciled orange or the green. Beautiful. All 3. And I believe that that's it for what we have from Happy Fall Days that's left. That floral that I just showed, there are only 4 of those left. Next up is fabric from the Warm Welcome. Price to Move. This is that line that has kind of like the little Moroccan towel looking design on it. We have, you know, the quail in the welcome bucket. This is really country looking to me. You know, it's just, it's like farmhouse chic. It's country. You know, their feathers and the wheat and the pumpkins in the tin and the welcome bucket and the beautiful border on this, and that border is also in the lineup if you want to do a matching border to this. There are only, this is a quail, by the way. There are only 5 of these left. We need to make room for new stuff. New. The next 3 designs are those tile designs that are on that panel. This one has a dark green background, or, well, not dark green. It's more of a, what are they calling this one? Walnut. I don't know why they're calling it walnut. They might be referring to the brown. I don't know. This one is walnut, and they call it tiles. This one is sienna. I like this one. I like the colors. This one is called sienna. Walnut, the sienna, and then this one is called pewter. And I don't get where they get pewter from. Maybe they're talking about the gray back in there. Okay, 3 colors. I believe it came in more. I don't remember. But for all of you salvage lovers, look at the salvage on this one. It's like a piece of artwork. Look at how pretty. See if you can zoom in on that. I mean, right there. Look at how pretty that is. I mean, it's like perfect. It's like a little painting. Yep. Lisa, why don't you call our customer service? You'll talk to Betty Bobbin or Samantha. And Samantha is excellent. She will get back to you. You know, let her know that you're waiting. Or ask for a status of your order. Yep. Any of you with questions or problems with orders, we have a dedicated customer service person, and she is great. So please call, you know. This next is also from the Warm Welcome line. This is called Pumpkins. Pumpkins. I don't know. It's on a Pumpkins Graphite. All right. They're referring to the background, which they're calling graphite. Everything is outlined in the gold metallic in this line. There are different shades of pumpkins. There's white pumpkins. I like this one. It's shaded really, really pretty. And this one too, you know, lighter at the top where the light hits it and then darker at the bottom. Everything is outlined in gold metallic. So these really pop on the graphite. And we are out of that one. So let me move it out of the way. Gone. Next up is the leaves. They call it leaves on stone. This comes in 3 more fabric colors. That one is stone. This one is green, graphite. This one is graphite. The next one is rust. And the last one is walnut. If you're going to do that panel with the quail and the tin buckets on it, any of these would be perfect. I wouldn't use the stone. I would use the stone for a blender or block backgrounds, but any of these 3 would work for borders. You know, I would probably veer more towards this goldish color or the walnut. I think they're really, really pretty. We only have a couple of each of these left. All of the graphics on this is done in gold metallic. And the backgrounds are marbled. They're not solid. You can see on the graphite the marbling. You can see it a little bit on the stone, but on the darker colors you really notice the marbling more. The gold, this gold shade is the sienna or whatever they're calling it, is beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to leave these out because this next couple I really like with this leaf fabric. This is called Pine Cones Charcoal. I wanted to call it Pine Cones Graphite, you know? It's got that same color of background. But if you pair it with the graphite or with this gold leaves or the dark brown, it just really pops. This is really tossed. I don't know what your eyes pick out first, probably the pine cones. If you look closely though, you can see quail feathers in here. You can see acorns, leaves all over the place. You really have to look at it to capture everything. This spray of leaves is gorgeous in different fall colors. Really pretty. And the feathers are all different sizes. There are only 6 of those left. This next one is, it just screams fall to me. A lot of these do, but this one more so than some others. I think it's an oak tree in my backyard now that's got golden yellow leaves on it, and when the sun sets, I get this glow from the rays hitting this tree that makes it look almost heavenly. It's just spectacular. And it's almost at that stage now, so I'm anxious to go home and see if it's turned, because it's just beautiful. But this has got a green background, deep green background. The leaves are shades of orange. I like this one with the gold and a little bit of rust on the edges, or a sienna on the edges. greens, golds, oranges on a deep green background, and the background is also marbled. And we're talking gold metallic, surrounds everything also. This next fabric, this one is gone already. Okay, this next fabric is got a light background, and I don't know if it's identical to this print here. It doesn't, it looks spaced differently, or maybe just because it's got a lighter background, but it might be the same print. It might be the same print, but it just looks more open because of the white background. So I am going to say it's the same print, but doesn't look as busy because it's got, I mean, it looks busy enough, but it doesn't look as busy because of the light background. And there's none of this left also. All right. Let me check the time, make sure we're not running over.
20 minutes.
Okay, we might just make it. All right. Next up is you guys got pumpkins on the brain, huh? They would make pretty pumpkins. They sure would. This is this has a little quail on it. It's part of this line also because there's the bucket with the pumpkins inside. And although, oh, see, I like the cotton. I have a tin milk can in my dining room that has these cotton things coming up out of it. I love it. And I love this color pumpkin too. This is gorgeous. It's kind of on a walnut colored background. There's only 2 left. Grab it. Now we're down to 0. Good job, guys. Good prices, you know. This here is too cute. It's got, this background is kind of gray, but it's textured. And there's little chickadees all over it in the branches. I think it's just adorable. They're the cutest little fluffy things just sitting in the branches. Oh, there's one there, and he's even got orange on him. I don't know if he's a chickadee, though. And that bird looks different, too. Now that's a chickadee. I like fabric like this, where you just spot different things that your eyes didn't notice before. Love this. Love this. Great blender with that. This whole line just has a country feel to me. This is, I should have put this after the panel. These are, I don't know. And this appears to be cut off. And that's not right. So I'm guessing that this is, do I have this in? This is a warm welcome, the wreath panel. Okay, ignore this. Somebody cut this wrong. It's not right. We're gonna fold this over. It's a panel. There, that's what you'll get. Okay. It says Home Sweet Holiday. It's got the tiles on it. It's got this different border than the first panel that had the darker walnut colored border on it with this metallic, and I do believe that in the lineup we had this shade to complement. This one I really like because it has blue in it. It has little blueberries. See the blueberries? It has the cotton balls. It has chickadees, if that's what those are. It's got acorns. The wreath is on a hanger. I love this green border. I love the brown border. Great to put on your wall. It has that perfect selvage too. Great for your fall decorating. All right. And the last in this line last but not least is fabric that goes with that wreath because it's got the blueberries on it. It kind of looks like one of the ones that we had, one of the fabrics that went with the panel with the quail and the tins. But this one matches the previous panel we just showed. It's got a different feather on it. It's got the blueberries that match the berries on the wreath. Everything is outlined in gold. It's got acorns. It's got shades of green, leaves on it, and orange leaves and rust, pine cones, and everything is outlined in the gold metallic. It's beautiful. This is another one of those fabrics that you could just sit and stare at and pick different things out, you know? All right. One more stack, and then we've got pre-cuts. Maybe we'll make it. This fabric is the cherries. And to me, this is kitchen fabric. If you have a kitchen table, here's the placemats. This is priced to move out. I loved this fabric, but it's to me, it's limited to the kitchen because of the theme. You know, it's the cherries, it's the pie, it's, you know, the basket of cherries. But these are the placemats. There are directions on the panel for the placemats. You'll get 4 on this fabric. And there are only 9 of those left. This to me says kitchen valance. If you have an old-fashioned or a vintage-looking kitchen or a country kitchen or a modern farmhouse kitchen, that's where this works perfectly. You know what? And I'm going to talk about something gross here. Today's garbage day for us. I took my garbage out and I had to add something to it, and I lifted the lid and gathered up near the lid or under the lip of the lid were these little bugs that they look like ladybugs, but they're not ladybugs. They're like a deeper rust color. I didn't know what they were. I guess they were trying to get away from the cold. But there was a cluster, must have been like 50 of them, just right under the lip of my garbage can. And it's not like they were eating garbage. I think that they were just, you know, trying to get warm because it was cold out this morning. But anyway, table runner, 60-degree runner, you know, kitchen valance. Do something with this border fabric because it's beautiful. It's got the gingham on it, which to me isn't, you know, the gingham and the cherries and the kitchen thing just all work together. The pie, I want a piece of pie now. We got cupcakes. Cherry pie is probably one of my favorites. I always get the can of Lucky Leaf and the Pillsbury crust, and I'm sorry, I don't make my own crust. I do buy Pillsbury. They use lard, which is what a real true pie crust should be made of, is lard. That's how my grandma made it, with lard, not shortening or butter or whatever. Japanese beetles, that's what they are. Are they destructive? You know, should I go home and beat them up or whatever? Well, they're in the garbage can, so, you know, hopefully they'll get dumped out with the garbage. Japanese beetles. Oh, please tell me if they're destructive. Oh, man. Blueberry pie. Is that your favorite, Corey? Blueberry. Yeah, mine's cherry and then huckleberry. And I haven't had huckleberry pie in years. My mother's mother, my grandmother used to make it. She's been gone for a long time. She made huckleberry pie. She was the only one that I ever knew that made huckleberry pie. And when we went there to visit, they lived up near Clarion. I would almost literally beat people up to get a piece of this pie because it was superb. But, you know, next, if I can have huckleberry, I'll take a cherry. Cherry's good. Yeah, see? Ruth Ann's mom used lard too. Yep. I think kitchens back in the day used lard for a lot of things, even frying food. Not that it's the best thing for you, but things sure tasted better back then, right? Japanese beetle beetles are very destructive to plants. Okay, I'm going to have to go home and research Japanese beetles. And you know, before it got real cold, I have a garage that has an outside wall that's the cement block and it's painted. It's painted like a cream color. I have been finding Japanese, not what are lanternfly, baby lanternflies crawling all over it when it's cold. They're picking up the warmth from the oh geez, and use a trap for them. Are they the ones? What insect lays grubs? Or you know has Japanese beetles? You want to get rid of them? I don't know where they came from. Oh, they are destructive. Oh, gee. Now I got to go look up Japanese beetles. Okay, now I'm scared. Okay, last of the cherries. This is just a white white background with this little cherry motif on it, surrounded by like a little lacy filigree type background and a cluster of cherries. You know, if you want to make something and incorporate it, use it as a border. If you're going to make a 60-degree runner or something, or a table runner with the border fabric, this would be cute. Or the striped fabric, rather. Okay. A couple more. Moving them on out of here. This is all part of one line of fabric. This is a floral print that features shades of blue and taupe and cream on a black background. This is I don't know how do you pronounce, is it damask or damask? Damask sounds obscene.
I think it's
Damask. Yeah, okay. And you know what is the first thing I noticed about this fabric is the texture, the feel of it. This damask, I had to think before I said it, is so soft, and it's got a design in the background that makes it look like a knit. It's really odd, but it's not a knit. It's cotton. There's no stretch to it. You know, it is so soft that I could just wrap myself in it, and it goes so well with this this floral print. The set, you know, in these roses, it's the same color. This is the border fabric. This line to me is it's a little elegant because of the colors and the use of the damask. This is a stripe, beautiful colors. They pulled in the blue and then the taupe. And, you know, there's a little bit of a deeper red, blood red color in there. I love this. You know, you could do something with just this stripe because I love the little lace-like design around the outside of that. And this last is a diagonal border stripe. Probably at one point, or I don't know if we ever had it. This stripe here, I love it. And I wished, I don't remember if we ever got full yardage of this or if they made it, but I love that fabric. I love it. There's the damask, and there's there's some blue. I love the blue, and that looks like a damask too, and the green, beautiful diagonal stripe. Okay, that diagonal wheel. Okay, that's sold out. Okay, I hope a lot of this went. All right, good. Okay, the next is the Peach Whispers. I found a little bit. We have very limited quantities on this. We need to get rid of. No, I don't want to say get rid of because it sounds like we don't want it. We use this for a lot of things. We have the floral that's on a peachy background. The peachy background also has a very slight print running through it that's done in a light cream. You don't notice it. It's the background. It's not real obvious, but it's there. This is the border stripe. Love this shade of peach and orange. It's beautiful. And I pulled in a Bella Solid to pull all of this together because the color just really goes well. This is available at any time. It's something that we always carry, but I liked how it went with this stripe and this fabric. Yep. So we have a lot of this, but you know, the peach Whispers is definitely limited or gone at this point. All right. Here's another little oddball I found. This is Primrose Path. Not much of it left. Think pillowcases. Anything that you do that you like doing with a border. There will be this stripe down the middle here with a white background I love. It's just very springy to me. The whole thing is springy. But I would probably pair it with any of the colors that are in this stripe. Like this yellow, a little bit of a, not really a bold yellow, but more of a subdued gold or a yellow, the pinks, the blues. You know, you can pull any of these colors in. I love this flower back in here. Love it. Or leaf or whatever it is. I love the shade of that blue. There's only one left of this at this point. Okay, it's gone. Yay! Boo-hoo. All right. And Sherry gave me these. They were on the floor. Their regular price was $12.95, but it's from One Sister Basics. It's distressed, yada yada what? Can you roll over that? Distressed plaid. Okay. Both of these. This is a deep red, really deep maroon shade, and this is more of a rust orangey shade. You notice they call it as distressed plaid. You see more of the distressing on the lighter color than you do the darker, but it would be great for borders. It's not that big of a plaid that you could use it both horizontally or vertically. Okay. All right, and then we have some sunflower fabric. Price to sell. We have it with a dark brown background. The green flourishes. The sunflowers are shaded. There's a light one and a dark one on a, is that a brown background? Looks like a brown, a real deep brown, not black. And this one is a cream background. The flourishes are still there, but not as pronounced as they are on the brown, because on the brown they're green. On the cream, they're kind of a darker cream. And the same sunflowers, darker ones and lighter ones, different sizes. This next is called Sweet Daisies by Benartex. It's a very pretty, simple little print. I think little girls' dresses when I see this. This looks like yellow mustard to me. That's a perfect, explanation of what the color actually looks like. There are little daisies with orange centers and little orange, little confetti kind of pieces, and green. And some of the daisies have stems and some don't. This next is, I'm not even going to it's not Provencal yellow, Provencal. How do you pronounce that? It's not provincial. Provencal? Yeah, we're pronouncing it the way it looks. Okay. This is called Provencal Yellow. This is from April's Garden. We only have 8 of these left. There are little blue motifs on this with It's an emblem. I don't think it's anything specific. It's just a little design. If you've got something with these colors in it, this would be perfect. I don't think we have any of the April's Garden left. And then this last piece, before we get into some pre-cuts, is Delightful Daisy Stripe. And it goes with the Delightful Daisies yardage that we had here. It's a perfect match to it. Same line. It's got daisies. It's got little green stripes. I like this stripe here with the little black dots on it. And the repeat seems to be from the top of the days, this yellow stripe here to the bottom, to the black, or close. Yeah, in that neighborhood. That's the repeat. The yellow and the black is really sharp. It's cool. All right, there's only 3 of the Delightful Daisy stripes left. If you want to jump on it, now we're going to do some pre-cuts. Some are new, some are not new and priced to sell. I hope you like them. The first up is Marlowe, which was the first line that I showed today. It's wrapped. I'm not going to open it, but it was the fabric that I showed that was at the beginning of the show that was pink and black and gray. 42 pieces in this by Maywood Studios, and I love it. I love the pink and the gray. It's just a beautiful combination. This is relatively new. That's why the price is a little bit higher than some of the ones that I'm going to show next. Just to let you know, but we have it. Don't forget, 10% back into your account also. This next is the fat quarters. Yes, the fat quarters is next. Of that same line, we have fat quarter bundle, and there are 20 fat quarters in this bundle. There you can see all the fabrics once again. The pink, the red, the gray, the black, the cream. Beautiful line. I'm sure we're going to be doing projects with this. So, stock up. And don't forget, if you buy a layer cake, it's the equivalent of 4 charm packs. I don't think we got charm packs in, but, you can cut these if you need charm pack size. You're going to get 4 charm packs out of that if you don't want to use it as a layer cake. Next is the sweet cherry, which we showed. We do have charms or 5-carat crystals as, is it Wilmington? Yeah, Wilmington Prince calls them 5-carat crystals. Box, bottom, and bow. I would definitely do a box, bottom, and bow, and I would go grocery shopping with it. I love this. I love the cherries. And you know what? The graphics on this they're so well done. They look almost, the cherries look almost real. The shading on it and the pies. Really beautiful. The next is Santa's Tree Farm. 5-inch stacker on the back. This is a Riley Blake on the back. You will see the fabric that is in the kit. So I'm guessing if there are 42 pieces and there are only 15 fabrics that you're getting multiples. Some lines, if there are more fabrics in the line, you get less duplicates, but on these smaller lines of fabric, you get more duplicates. This is my favorite, this little one here with the graphics, the watercolory graphics on it. And then I like this one with Santa Claus on it. Okay, that's Santa's Tree Farm. Next is the Lucky. This is a little doggy fabric that's adorable. It's not only the graphics that are cute on this, it's the colors. The colors are, they're soft. I wouldn't say pastel-y, but they go so well together. You know, the salmon, the golden yellow, the ginghams. I love gingham. I love dots. There's X's, the taupes. They all go together, and they don't have a picture on the back. So I am just trying to. I love this pink. There's pink. The green's beautiful, but this pink, I love this shade of pink. And there's little words on the fabric that has the dogs on it. I think it might say, maybe it just says woof. I think that's so cute. Yeah, it just says woof. And there's a gingham in there of the pink too. And this fabric is really cute. It's got every color in that little, looks like 4 hearts clustered together. So cute. This is cute with the flowers and the dots in the background. Very sweet line of fabric. Next is the Prairie Gatherings flannel. This is Lisa Bonjean, who owns Primitive Gatherings. This flannel is something you just want to put your face on and rub. It's beautiful. There are 42 pieces in here, and look at how thick that is. Look at how thick this layer cake is. They're just soft and squishy, and you just want to cuddle with them. The fabrics are in tones of red, cream, and blue. A lot of plaids. Flannel flannel in and of itself does feature. Plaids do well on flannel. There's some small motifs or small prints in here also. But I love Lisa. She has that big retreat center out in whatever. She's out west somewhere. And everybody that goes there just loves it, loves everything she does. But she designs very excellent lines of fabric also. Her forte is wool. She actually started in the business doing wool embroidery. She has some beautiful wool quilts that she's designed that, you know, you hand applique the wool. You can use a wool background or a cotton background. This last, I hope it's last, I'm getting tired of talking, is the Cardinal Celebration. Oh, okay, we have the 10 carat, which is a layer cake. This is what I did this pillow, out of the jelly roll strips. This is the fabric line that I did, and it's black, red, and cream. You know, I love that combination. They could have thrown some pink in here. I'd have been happy. This is the layer cake, and I do believe it's at a good price. There are only 4 of these left, and then the charm pack, which would make an adorable Christmas box bottom, a bow tote, or any kind of a tote that incorporates charm packs. It's also, there are only 12 of these left, so grab them. They're adorable. I love the line. That's why I made my jelly roll strip pillow. This one's glorious, but I made one for myself at home. It'll be going on the couch soon. All right, guys. I thank you for hanging in there with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Gloria appreciates each and every one of you. We all do. You know that. I will be off for a couple weeks because I'm having eye surgery on Monday, but I'm sure somebody will take over Friday Fabric Frenzy. And Monday, I guess Gloria will be doing IQ Designer. I think we'll be back to the regular schedule next week. So stay tuned. Love you guys, and God bless. Bye.